morning, friends. Good morning and welcome to the Ria and Alka show. Thank you for being with us each and every morning. It is always a delight, and it is such a pleasure for both Ria and I to really share our knowledge, share what we know, what we are doing, our experiences, so that you have success in business and in life. And at the end of the day, that's what it's all about, you gaining success. You are having success in every aspect of your life. So Ria is going to be sharing the conversation today, my amazing co-host. And so without further ado, welcome. My name is Alka.
My name is Ria, and
welcome to our show. So Ria, without further ado, I'm going to pass the mic on to you.
Thank you, Alka. Today's topic is the summary of financial IQ number 1, which is making more money. So I'm going to screen share so that I can show you 33 points for today's topic of financial IQ. Right. If I can bring this guy in. So I'm using Notability. And now it's on. All right, so we are doing the summary of financial IQ number 1. And financial IQ number 1 is make more money. So I'm going to share with you 33 points today. And so let us begin. Point number 1, in order for us to grow our money, these are my eyes. You've got to accept, acknowledge, that the problems we have this is a butterfly. The problems we have do not go anywhere. The problems are always there. We will always have problems. Number 2, and each time we have a solution to the problem, a new problem pops up. So the problem never flies, it never goes away. When we have a solution for a problem, each time a new problem pops up. Point number 3. That is my key. The key then is we have to realize that we need to have a process of solving the problem to make more money. Point number 4, And when we realize that we can solve our problems, plus, this is me, other people's problem, then this is my sky. So if we realize that we can solve our problems and the problems of others, the process of making money is easy. We will make more money. The sky is the limit. Point number 5. People this is my 5 fingers. We get paid to solve problems. Example, so people get paid to solve problems. For example, this is me, I'm wearing my white coat, and I'm an MD. So doctors get paid to make people healthy. This is my broom. This is my toilet. Housemaids get paid to keep our houses in order and clean. This is me. I get paid when I solve people's housing problems. So I provide my tenants apartments. Point number 6. When we solve this small can and big cans, when we solve big problems, we get paid big money as well. Point number 7. The more we work to solve problems, then the more we get paid. So the more we work to solve problems, the more we get paid. Point number 8 is a fishbone. There's trillion problems. And with trillion problems, there's trillion ways to make money. That's point number 8. Point number 9. The big question we have is, which problem do we solve Point number 10. The more we solve problems, the more money we make. Point number 11. Many people they don't want to do a lot of things. They don't do anything, but they want to get paid highly. Many people as well, according to the book, this is a fence, this is a barrier. Many people are also unwilling to solve problems. That's point number 12. Point number 13. Many people this is a seesaw. Many people want to be paid more for solving a small problem. Robert of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, the author, he graduated from the U.S. Marine, from a U.S. educational system. So he knows how to be a captain of the ship. So this is the tassel. These are the graduates. So he graduated from Kings Point. And he says that in the US, one of the many reasons why the cargo ships, the captains are not US citizens. They are overseas. And the reason why is because of the increase in cost to operate these ships. And so what happens to the graduates? So if this is true for the US ships, where the captains are not US citizens, they're from overseas, this is also true for other industry as well. So what happens to these graduates, the US graduates? They could not find job. And Robert said, this is the problem. Because people want to be paid more to do less. Point number 15. The capitalist so Rich Dad was Keith Cunningham. And he is a capitalist. And Rich Dad, Keith Cunningham, taught Robert to be a capitalist? These are my buildings. So that's my symbol for capitalist. So the capitalist, this is the mountain. They believe that we need to have capitalists believe that we need to have better products. So we have better pricing. Capitalists believe we need to have better products to have better pricing. Point number 16. Now, if we cannot deliver better products, if we cannot deliver better products and better pricing, then all these fingers here, this is the market. The market will punish us. Point number 17. In other words, my building. The capitalist gets paid when they solve problems. Point number 18. Many people think the capitalists are many people think the capitalists are greedy. Yet, this is my building again. That's my thumbs up. Yet the capitalists, they do a lot of good. For example, this is a cross. Make it red. They provide us with healthcare. They provide us with, this is wheat. They provide us with food. They provide us with transportation. They provide us with energy. This is earth. They provide us with global communication. So therefore, the capitalist is my wrench. This earth. Therefore, the capitalists, they make our world a better place. Point number 20. Robert thinks the problem is this. People want to be paid more to do less. They want to be paid to do nothing, and others they want to be paid more to do less. Point number. So Robert thinks that the problem is that people want to be paid to do nothing, or people want to be paid more to do less. Robert thinks that these two people are actually this. They are the greedy pigs. Point number 21. Those people who want to be paid more to do less, they will find this is my sand, and my sand, I have few left because I've given it away. This Mother Earth. Mother Earth is changing. So those people who want to do less but want to be paid more will find that life gets harder as the world changes, because nothing is constant. We change. Everything changes. Point number 22. The jobs are overseas, according to Robert. And why? Because of this. He says the labor unions wants to be paid more, and they want higher benefits. That's point number 22. Point number 23. It's me, my eyes, my glasses. The capitalist then recognizes, the true capitalist recognizes the problem. This is me with my telescope. I have glasses here. So we have to recognize that there is a problem. This is my nose, my mouth, my brain. So we've got to create products and services. So the true capitalist recognizes problems. We have to create products and services. The true capitalist creates products and services. Point number 24. Therefore, we can that's my calculator. Therefore, we can charge higher for the products. This is my glasses again. This is my magnifying lens. This is what it's called, perceived value. So we can charge higher for the products if there is a perceived value. Robert he charges higher for his products, for his books, for his games. Why? Because some people, not all, this is my magnifying lens. This is my glasses here. Because of the perceived value. Now, there are other people, that's point number 26, who thinks that the books or the games they are not worth the price. These are people here in circles. Many people, it's my glasses again. My magnifying lens. Magnifying lens is the perceived value. So many people think that the books and the games are not worth the price because many people think that the perceived value of the product, it does not solve their problems, especially their money problems. Point number 28. Again, these are people. So many people do not believe in the rules of money, especially the rules that changed in 1971 and 1974. So you'll ask, what's in 1971, Ria, and what's in 1974? In 1971, the gold is not used as a standard anymore. Back out. It's not as a standard. So what happened then? The government, all governments were printing money. So if you run out, then you print more. That's in 1971. 1974, you'll say, what happened in 1974, Ria? This is my fish tank. These are not stones. These are coins. I have paper money here, paper money. And this is what it's called pension. And there was no more pension. The employer stopped giving pension in 1974. Point number 31. And many people still continue to believe. Here's my arm. It's getting thicker and heavier. This is my box. It's called the safety deposit box. This is the stock market, mutual funds. So many people still continue to believe that we need to work harder. We need to save our money. And we need to invest in mutual funds. Point number 32. Now, this is me. We've got to think of how we need to solve problems. The process of solving problems so that we can make more money. Point number 33. And once we have that, once we have the money, we need every ounce. This is my fence. We need every ounce of our financial IQ to protect our money. So to recap on the 33 points of the summary of the financial IQ, making more money. So this is the summary of financial IQ number 1, which is to make more money. First is, in order for us to grow our money, we need to accept, we need to acknowledge that problems, they do not go away, they do not fly. We're always going to have problems. And each time there's a solution, a new problem comes up. The key then is to realize, we've got to realize that what is important is the process of solving the problem, because then when we know the process, when we realize the process of solving the problems, more money will come in. We'll have more money. If we realize how to solve our problems, plus the problems of others, then our money will be limitless. The sky is the limit. Point number 5. Many people want to get paid to solve problems. For example, doctors, they get paid because they make people healthy. Our house cleaners, they get paid because they keep our house tidy. As for myself, I get paid because I provide housing to my tenants. And if we solve problems, especially big problems, then we will have big money. The more work we solve, the more work we do in solving problems, the more we get paid. The more work we solve problems, we get more money, we get paid more. There's trillions of problems. Therefore, there's trillions of ways to make money. The bigger question we should ask ourselves is, which problem are we solving? The more we solve problems, the more money we will have. According to Robert, many people want to be paid to do less. Many people want to be paid more to do less. And many people want to be paid more with less value. Many people are unwilling to solve problems. Point number 13. Many people want to be paid more and their value is less. Robert graduated from Kings Point Academy, so he knows how to drive ships. He said the problem in the US, the captains are not US citizens, they're overseas. And why? Because of the increased costs to operate these ships. So what happens, and this is true for other industries as well, what happens to the graduates, to the US graduates? Because there's many graduates, many of them cannot find jobs. because of the high cost of operation. And Robert said, this is the problem, is people want to be paid more to do less. Point number 15. Keith Cunningham is the rich dad, and he's a capitalist. And Robert said, capitalists, they believe that if you have better products, you get better pricing. Point number 16, if you cannot deliver better products, you cannot deliver better pricing. And so what happens? The market will punish you. The market will punish us. So the capitalists, they believe that if you provide better products, you get better pricing. And if you cannot produce better products with better pricing, if you cannot deliver that, the market will punish you. So he said, in other words, the capitalist gets paid to solve problems. Many people think that the capitalists are what? They're greedy pigs. Many people think that they are greedy pigs. Yet, according to Robert, this capitalist do great works. They do good. How? Our healthcare, our food, they are capitalists, our transportation, our energy, our communication globally. They make our earth a better place to live. Robert thinks the problem is here. People who wants to be paid more to do nothing, or people want to be paid more to do less. He thinks that they are the greedy pigs. Point number 21. Those who wants to be paid more to do less will find that life will get harder as the earth change. Why? The jobs are going overseas. And why is that? Robert said labor unions wants a higher paycheck. The labor unions wants higher benefits. Point number 23. The true capitalist they recognize problems. So therefore, they create products and services. This is the mind. The mind creates. Now we can charge higher price for our products if there is a perceived value. Robert charges for his books, for his games at a higher cost because other people perceive that it provides higher value. Now there are also other people who think that his books and games do not provide the value and therefore it is not worth the price. Point number 27. Many people perceive that it is not worth to solve their financial solutions. Point number 28. Many people do not believe that the rules of money change in 1971 and 1974. In 1971, the gold is not used as a standard. Stop being exchanged as a standard. So what happens? The government were printing money. In 1974, the pensions also stopped. The employer stopped giving pensions to their employees. Point number 31. Many people believe then we need to work harder. We got to save money. We've got to invest in mutual funds. That's what many people believe, but that is not the case. Now, we should actually think of solving problems. The process of solving problems so we can get the money. It is the solving, the process that will get us the money. It is not to work hard. It is not to save money. It is not to invest in mutual funds, but to think of problems and solving that problem. The process of solving that problem will make us more money. When we make more money, then we need to think of financial IQ number 2, which is, this is my fence, this is my house, protecting our money. We need every ounce of our financial intelligence to protect our money. And that's going to be on our next topic on our Alka and Ria show.
Ria, wow, thank you so much for sharing this valuable information. It's valuable because a lot of people, even in their 30s, 40s, 50s, do not understand this concept. So thank you for sharing that. And friends, we hope that you were taking notes, because this information right here, it is valuable. And, you know, it doesn't matter how old we get. It is understanding the knowledge, the concept around money. So, you know, very important, Ria. You know, I was taking notes because every point, each and every point, it was valuable. And so 33 points Ria has just shared, and we will love to hear as to what resonated with you as Ria was sharing the conversation. What resonated with you, and what are you going to take? How are you going to implement from today's conversation? What action steps? What are you going to do to, you know, to proceed your life forward? You know, earning money, investing money, and knowing as to, you don't have to invest in mutual funds, you don't have to invest in GICs, but what is going to take you to that next step, and investment is where it's at. So Ria, I think what really stood out to me was you don't necessarily have to invest money, because oftentimes we are taught that you've got to invest in mutual funds, you have to invest in, say, GICs. So that to me was the highlight.
Yeah, so, you know, in the beginning to Alka, when I came here to work in the United States as a medical doctor, I was given this paper that I did not understand. And this paper was to invest my money into stocks, into mutual funds, you know, whether I want to aggressively invest in it, into auto stocks or to bonds. And coming from a third world country, the Philippines, this was something new to me, but everybody was doing it, investing. You know, what Wall Street wants us to do is to put our money into Wall Street. So that's what I did. Even if I did not understand, I was just mini mo. Seriously, honest to God, I was just doing mini mo. And I picked the middle because I don't want to be on the high end and I don't want to be on the low end. So I choose the middle, and I didn't realize it. And then that's not the only thing. So during my residency, my physicians, my attending physicians, invited a group of financial advisors, and they meant no harm because, you know, that's what the financial education was before of other doctors. And thanks to the technology now, people are understanding to invest their own money into things they know. So what they did was they invited a group of people called financial advisors. So financial advisors were selling us, you know, put your money into universal life, into whole life, you know, into other stocks, right? And I didn't understand then, but I listened. So what I did, I put more money, not into universal life, but into stocks where it's not 401k, but it's Roth IRA. So it's after tax-free money. So I invested my money into more stocks. I was doing dollar cost averaging. Dollar cost averaging means every time I get a paycheck, either bi-weekly or every month, I put a portion of that. It's a dollar cost averaging. Whatever the stock price was at that point in time, I didn't care because in my mind, I was playing the long run, right? I was playing for several years. So I didn't care what the price was at that point when I bought that stock. But then little did I know that the other people were doing dollar cost averaging. And when you're doing other people, what the 99% of people are doing, you are not doing what the 1% wealthy are doing. So I was investing my after tax money. I was doing dollar cost averaging into more stocks. Now when I bought my real home, I decided to do what other people was doing, which is buy your first American dream home. And then I lost more money in paper. Why? Because of the US stock housing crash. I lost more paper. Half my money went away. So I was doing, look at this. I was doing what the 99% was doing. So I was losing a lot of money into stocks or in my paper house. I was not doing what the 1% of wealthy are doing. So what are the 1% of wealthy are doing? Solving problems. The more problems we solve, as long as we know the process of solving that problem, money will come our way. So now what I do, I solve my community's problem, which is providing housing to the doctors in my neighborhood. And what do I get? Money from my tenants. So now I'm in control of my money. But before I was in control of my money, I invested my money into myself. I did not invest my money into my financial advisor. I did not give the control to my financial advisor. I took back my control, my money. I stopped investing, I stopped doing the dollar cost averaging. I took back the control from my financial advisor and I put it into my IQ. I put it into my brain. I put it into my personal development. And once I invested it in myself, then my money grew exponentially. And I want you to do that for yourself too, because if I have done it, if I've invested my money into my personal development and grew it exponentially, you can do it too as well. It is not a rocket science. I'm not building a ship. I'm just learning what the wealthy is doing and following their crumbs.
Absolutely. You know what? Success leaves clues. And so the Roth IRA in the US, I'm thinking I'm assuming it's probably the TFSA here is tax-free here in Canada. But you know what? Investing in yourself, and although financial advisors, they mean well, but that does not mean that you know, we also have to do our due diligence, right, Ria? We have to do our due diligence. You know, you go to the bank, you make an appointment with a financial advisor, but they are there to educate you, but they are also, if you don't feel comfortable, that is okay, because at the end of the day, you have to do your due diligence. Also be equipped, go there with the knowledge in mind that you know, speak the language so that you know what they are talking about. you can speak their language, and that will equip you. You will gain more knowledge, and knowledge only comes by learning, as Ria has shared herself, her story. It comes by learning. And so we all have to start somewhere. But friends, you know, do a due diligence, educate yourself everywhere and anywhere possible. There are so many online resources that you can learn from what Ria has shared today, through 33 points that she has gone through, and I have made notes, and I'm hoping that, friends, you have made notes, because this information right here is valuable. So we have come to the end of the show. Ria, do you want to say any final information before we do end the show for today?
Yes, they should stay tuned to our Alka and Ria show, because we are sharing our knowledge to them. And this is where we got through, and where our goal is to explode to 10x our finance, to 10x our lives. And we are sharing it with them every single day. So stay tuned for Alka and Ria show.
Absolutely. Yes, we are, friends. We're sharing our knowledge to you so that you improve in your life and business. So we have come to the end of the show. And Ria, thank you so much, my amazing co-host. Those 33 points, golden nuggets right there. So, you know, we will see you tomorrow, same time, same place. So make the rest of the day the best of your day and every success. So tune in and join us tomorrow morning, same time, same place. So bye for now.